Right, so I'm back on the old 135 maintenance jobs again. And you probably heard a while back when I was doing some work on the 135, I had a problem with the starter motor sounding a bit noisy. The solenoid was playing up. Not as noisy as the cattle behind me, who are a bit hungry I think. Anyway, I've decided I'm going to replace the starter motor today. Better to replace it before it really goes rather than not be able to start it one morning when I need it for the yard scraping. So I've got a new starter motor in the box. Here we go, brand new starter motor, and there's the old one on the side here. Now this one's been here for God knows how long that's been on there, yonks. And it's the first time I've ever changed the starter motor, so, or on here anyway. I think I've done it once before, so it's a little bit of an experiment for me. Fingers crossed I get this right. I'm going to disconnect the electrics in a minute off the battery. Just take that off there. And then what I've got to do is I think I'll take some photographs with my phone to make sure I've got the wiring right. That's got to come off there. These have got to come off. And then hopefully it's just a case of undoing three bolts, one there, and one tucked behind, and I can just pull the starter motor out and put the new one on. So let's see how we go anyway. Okay. Okay, so those are off the battery, so there's no live going to this. So I've really got to start taking wires off. So take these two off of there. That's going to come off there. So I'm pulling all these electrical wirings out the way. We've still got a couple of connections. That one's got to come off there, and that one's got to come off there. So I'll just get my spanner on those and it should be okay. Okay, I've just got this one to undo here now. Oop, got the cover off there. What size is that? 13mm. Okay, so got that one off as well. That's the two main cables off. So the main thing is to get these two bolts undone now. That one there, oh, and the third one behind. Okay, so this is a tricky bit now. I've got to get those bolts undone. So I'm just moving around while I do this. Get my socket set here. This one is an 18mm, I think it's slightly big, but I've got to get it behind the motor to get the bolt. It's the hard one to get to, so we'll see how we get on with that. So here we go. Right. Oh, cable's falling down in front. So we'll go behind. Let me just put this on the stand a minute. Okay, so I've got that socket on. I can just feel it on there. Someone's moving, I'm not sure it's it. Feel the bolt is coming undone in the back. I almost undo it with my fingers actually. Get my hand behind there because it's easier to do it with my fingers. God, fucking hell. There we go, one bolt out. Okay, so I've got the hardest bolt out, which is round the back. Just got to get these two done here now. That one there, which has actually got a nut on it this side, and that one there, which I can do on the socket. Okay, I've got the shortened bar on there now, so I'm just going to stick that on there. And hopefully I can lever that. That's it. Actually, once you undo it, first of all, the finger tight, it just pops out. There you go. Bolt number 2. Just got to do the top one now. That one's going as well now. Okay, bolt number 3. Right, so I've got all the bolts undone, and you can actually see it started to come away from the engine already. So if I just wiggle that, there we go. Oh, blooming heavy. Put that in there. There we go. So there's the old motor out. Probably got to take these bits off here to reuse that clamp, I think. Doesn't look that much different from the new one. Let's put it next to the new one, and you can see how similar they are, more or less identical. Just haven't got that clamp on it there. That clamp there needs to bolt onto there, I think. Otherwise it's more or less the same. So there you are. I'm just going to put the old one on there, so I should get that undone. Put that on there. I sound like I know what I'm doing, I don't really. So the bloody thing fits on the tractor alright. Let me just stop a minute.